This is Bimbo News with your hosts, Allie Siegel, Melissa Stetton.
Hello, and welcome to Webcrawler's Bimbo News. I'm Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stetton.
This is a podcast where we'll cover everything from viral news stories to pop culture to things that we watched on TV during the week. We have a Patreon. Our true crime episodes are now only available at patreon.com/webcrawlers for $5 a month. This week's episode is about the Twin Flames cult and documentary, and it is a doozy.
It's a doozy.
Also, we'll see, should I be in the cult? Do I have a lot in common with them?
It is shocking how much you have in common with these people.
It's a
including
dark moment.
Hot dogs.
Yes, hot dogs in Hawaii. It's a dark moment for me of realization. Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and call into our hotline and leave a voicemail if you'd like to be on our mailbag episodes. Leave a message about something we've discussed in an episode. Tell us a secret. Shh. A story or whatever you'd like. I know. I was like, Melissa? The number is
626-63-420-69. Nice.
Melissa, who are our patrons this week?
We have Camila A.
Do you think that's Camila Alvarez?
Yes.
Isn't that the name of like a singer?
Camila Is it Alves? Alves?
Camila Alvarez is a character in Daisy Jones and the Six.
Okay. Sure.
And
her.
Camila Alves is Matthew McConaughey's wife.
Okay.
So it could be either of those people.
Could be either of them. David S. I'm assuming it's David S. Pumpkins. Aaron L. Haley J.
Osmond.
And Ryan A.
Welcome to the team, guys. We are so excited to have you. Melissa and I we're both sore today and tired. Mm-hmm. We had an amazing night last night. We went to the town of Burbank, AMC 16, and we saw the Taylor Swift Eras movie.
We certainly did. We were dancing.
We got up and danced in the aisles.
Yeah.
And I posted a photo or a video of us, a reel on our Instagram, but it's 45 minutes, 2 hours and 45 minutes.
As long as the show is.
Yeah, I mean, it's as long as the musical. I mean, as the musical, it's as long as the musical is.
It was kind of a musical.
Yeah, it was really fun. And people, we were like dancing with strangers. People had glow sticks. People were dressed up. It wasn't sold out, so I don't think it was as hyped up as some of the other showings will be.
Right.
But it was a blast. I had a good time.
It was fun. Yeah, I had a good time.
Ate
some popcorn.
I felt young and carefree. And
yes, I felt young again.
I did. I felt, dancing makes me feel, I don't do it often. I rarely do it. But it makes you feel free and, you got to just dance like no one's watching.
It is fun. It's fun. So I've been dancing a lot more lately because Ripley likes when I dance.
That'll do it.
And I'm like, oh, this is like a workout.
That's like, I realized last night I could only do one song at a time. And then I had to sit.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like, I don't know, is there an altitude change in the Burbank AMC 16? Because I was like huffing and puffing. I don't know what was going on with me, but I was like not all right. But let us know if you saw the movie and if you danced or how your screening was. Because it was really, really fun. Another celeb, this AI Kendall Kardashian or Jenner. AI Kendall Jenner.
You saw this, right? I sent this to you.
Yeah, there's also an AI. This is for like Meta.
Tom Brady.
And who's that stupid ass YouTuber, Mr. Milkshake or something? Mr.
Milkshake? Mr. Beast?
Yeah, Mr. Beast.
Mr. Milkshake? What? Are you getting milkshake duck?
I don't know why. Because you know what I was thinking? I was thinking like he sells candy bars. And then my mind, I don't know, went to milkshake. I don't know why I thought Mr.
Bars.
Milkshake. Yeah, he has like a candy bar company. because I remember one time someone organized, his candy bars were messy in the grocery store, and someone took a picture and was like, I organized your candy bars for you. And he like Venmo'd them like $100,000 for organizing the candy bars. And so one time I was at the grocery store with my boyfriend and we like pretended to organize the candy bars. And I sent a picture to Mr. Milkshake being like, I just organized your candy bars.
Mr. Milkshake.
Mr. Beast. And, but then I deleted it because I was embarrassed.
Would have sent you $100,000.
I know. God. But yeah, so he has one too. What are these things? What are they even for?
It's creepy because I guess Facebook is paying celebrities to make like AI chatbots of themselves because Kendall's is named Billy.
Yeah, like also, why aren't they just calling them their names? It's their likeness. It's so weird.
I don't know, but there's like a video that normally I can tell AI videos apart from regular videos, but I mean, I guess since I knew it was AI, I was looking for like the weird things. But if I didn't know it was AI, I'd be like, oh, that's a video of Kendall Jenner.
Yeah, well, it's Zuck's on top of it.
Zuck's on it.
Well, also, you can message with them. It's like what was that thing? Smarter Child. Remember that from AOL or whatever?
Huh?
On AOL, there was this AOL account called Smarter Child, and you could just message with it and it would like AIM back with you.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, and so this you can just chat with them. And someone was showing the chats with the bots, and someone was messaging AI Kendall being like, I don't like my sisters. What should I do about it? And it was just messaging back.
Oh, it's so weird. Like apparently they have paid $5 million to these celebrities to do this. I don't know why.
Because I feel like that's a dangerous road.
Yeah, right? Like does Facebook now own Kendall Jenner's like AI likeness or something?
It's scary.
Know.
It's funny.
Like it.
Because, like SAG is still in negotiations and someone about, like part of it is the use of AI as extras or CGI as extras or whatever it is. And someone had posted a video from a Disney movie. Did you see this?
Where it was a mannequin?
No, I think it was AI or CGI.
Oh, it was.
Yeah. And they panned to, it's, like
it's a basketball game, right?
It's a basketball game. Yeah. And then they pan to the audience in the bleachers and there's like 3 CGI people and they look insane. Like
I saw that.
They're like stick figures. They look like the worst video game you've ever seen. They look like Avatar, like Sims. And it's like, and someone was like, this is what we're fighting for. I don't know. It's just so crazy.
But they do use AI already in a lot of crowd scenes.
Well, yeah. I mean, in that Disney show.
Good. Yeah. That was
not
really
in that
funny.
Disney. I mean, it depends on the budget. That Disney show did not have the budget for that shit. But yeah, it was interesting because the person was saying, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon got their first jobs as extras.
Right.
And, that was so exciting for them. And that's how they started meeting people and moving up the ranks. And so you're divorcing people of a huge opportunity by not having, background extras, because that's how a lot of huge stars get their start. So
yeah, that's how people like make a living.
Oh, yeah, big time.
There's just people who just do extra work like 5 days a week.
Yeah, I had a client who did that. I want to play a dead body on something or a zombie.
Zombie would be crazy. That would be so much makeup.
You think I can't handle it?
Makeup. Yeah.
It would take zero makeup to make me look dead, though.
That's true.
Now, rude. If you have the Patreon of a zero makeup day, and I have horrible acne right now. This I didn't know about until you told me this morning. This Airbnb ban.
It's a law, local law 18, almost bans Airbnb entirely for guests and hosts. So all short-term rental hosts in New York must register with the city, and only those who live in the place they're renting and are present when someone is staying can qualify, and people can only have 2 guests.
Oh, so that's the same in Los Angeles.
Is that what it is here?
You can only Airbnb your house if you live in it, if it's your primary residence.
Right, if you're going out of town or something. And you can't just own a house as an Airbnb.
Yeah, I mean, like you could have a house and lease it and like rent it out as like an investment property
Sure.
and have a second house, but you can't Airbnb.
You can't do short-term rentals.
Yeah. Unless, like one thing you can do is if you have a house and you live in the primary house and you have like an ADU or a guest house in the back, you can Airbnb that.
That's what my neighbor across the street, she actually lives in her back house and she Airbnbs her front house. But she's like a 7-year-old lady who's been doing it for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And there's never it's always like nice people there. But the couple houses next to us is just a fucking party house every weekend.
Yeah,
It's
I
trash
remember
everywhere. It's crazy.
last time I came over, I was going to your house to watch Barbie, and they were having a Barbie party.
Oh yeah, and they always have like food trucks out front and shit. It's obnoxious.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
I don't think it's on Airbnb. There's like a specific website you can go to rent the house.
Well, that's probably how maybe that's the loophole or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's hard. I read somewhere that like Zillow and Redfin have, when there's houses for sale and stuff, that they buy a lot of them up.
Yeah, there was something about them buying the prices to make the prices in the neighborhood go up so they can resell the houses for more.
Yeah, it's like a sucky situation.
And I think they stopped
It's
doing
hard.
it. They were doing that and then they stopped because like someone outed them and they were like,
Well, yeah, it's a lot of dissent for
Yeah.
stuff like
Did
that.
we talk about
it's
that?
Unfortunate.
Airbnb person who didn't move out of that guy's house?
No, I mean, we talked about the Airbnb guy who would go to Airbnbs and then sell all the furniture.
But what did we talk that last week? That article that was like the Airbnb guest from hell who's been in this guy's house and like
No, what happened?
he moved into the Airbnb. I think he lives in like, is it Brentwood or like somewhere on the
my
the
God.
west side. She is like a lifelong like scammer and criminal. She moved into the Airbnb in this guy's like guest house for like, I don't know, $2,000 a month. It's like a really nice Airbnb. And after, I think she was there for a few months. And after the few months, she wanted to stay. And he was like, okay, well, we don't need to go through Airbnb anymore. Like, I'll just rent this to you directly. And she's like, great. Yeah, that sounds great. And she paid rent for like a year and then she stopped paying rent and she will not leave the house. And he's tried to like take her to court, call the cops, and they're siding with her.
Well, squatters' rights are really
Yes.
hard in Los Angeles.
Because his guest house is not a legal something residence.
Yeah.
And he tried contacting Airbnb and he's like, well, you're not using Airbnb. Once you cut off ties with Airbnb and are doing
He's
it
fucked.
yourself, you're fucked. So he's currently
he's
living
fucked.
with this person in the house for like 3 years, trying to get her out, but she's like done this before. Like she's like professional scammer.
yeah,
It's crazy.
honestly, he's fucked.
He's like a retired
'Cause
dentist
she's, like, squatting.
or something and was like wanted to make money off of this and
oh man, that.
I'm like,
sucks.
why
Yeah.
can't you just like when she leaves, why can't you just change the locks
Change
and
the
throw her
locks.
shit out? Like I guess there's just some sort of law because like her mail goes there.
She would probably sue him.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's crazy.
fucked.
That's what's hard is like you really have to get it permitted if you're going to do something like that.
Yeah, people can just stay there in your house and they don't have to leave.
I once tried to get out of a lease because I claimed the place wasn't permitted, but it was. I tried to do one of my like Ali Siegel Esquire lawyer moments and it didn't work out like I did with my tree issues last week.
Trees.
Yeah, I was like, according to Los Angeles tree law, I got into it with some
According to
neighbors
Los
about some
Angeles
trees.
tree law.
Yeah, I like did the same with this lady who I lived in. It was in Los Feliz, and it was a house on, I'll say because I don't live there anymore. It was a house on Kingswell, like right off Vermont. She had like what I thought was like a bungalow kind of thing,
Right.
and I visited it like once before I rented it, but it was one of those things where it's like, I need to jump on this quickly. And so I like put in my papers and I got it. And then I realized like, it's basically her house. It's her house. It's not separate, with just like a very thin wall. And I could hear her do everything. Like I could hear her vacuum. I could hear her talk. I could it was, and I was like, I think that this is just her house with like a piece of cardboard. I just like, this is horrible. And so I called the company that leased it to me and I was like, this is her house. This is not permitted as a second residence. Like I've looked into it with the historical data. And they're like, you're wrong. This is not true. So I failed that legally.
Did you have to live there for a year?
I did.
Wow.
It sucked. And also, I left 2 really beautiful cacti there next to the door. And every time I drive past, I'm like, I kind of want to get those cacti.
They're still there?
It's too late now. Yeah.
Wow.
They're really beautiful, like in really beautiful pots.
Oh, fuck. We gotta go
But
steal
it's been
those.
like, yeah, I know. It's been like 6 years now, though. So it's like a little too late. Anyways, last night, Travis and more Taylor Swift news.
Yes.
SNL after party.
Yeah, they were both on. I didn't watch SNL, but I heard Travis.
Didn't either.
He made a surprise guest spot in one of the sketches.
My boyfriend.
And then Taylor introduced musical guest Ice Spice.
Oh, really?
And then they were leaving holding hands.
Yeah, I mean, like they're dating.
They are full on dating, and
they're full on
Taylor's
dating.
been to like 2 more of his football games.
I like it.
I like it too.
I like it. I love it. I watched. People are so funny, like Swifties or whatever. I was looking on Twitter this morning.
They're nuts.
And he like ushered her out of the car.
I saw
and, like,
the
held
video.
her hand and like put his hand on like the small of her back and like then her stomach and was like protecting her, and then like made sure she got into the limo first and then everyone else. And people are like, he's such a gentleman.
I know.
Like, look how he takes care of her. And
Like he puts his
people are
hand
so
around her
crazy.
waist to keep her close to him while he shuts the
like,
door. Like, what are you talking
People are
about?
so bare minimum. It's so funny. But I watched Catching Kelce.
Oh, right.
His dating show. You have to watch it, Melissa.
It's the dating
so
show.
good.
You also watched the documentary.
Yeah, I watched the documentary, which is whatever.
Yeah.
It's Catching Kelce is where it's at if you want to
Wow.
get insight into his personality. Melissa,
What?
he's the most likable person on earth.
Really?
I have such a crush on him. I'm not kidding. I honestly think that he would like me.
Is
Listen,
he your twin flame?
Yes, if you're a patron, he's my twin flame. If he hadn't met Taylor first, like I honestly think that we would hit it off.
Wow.
I might not be aesthetically his type, but
Blonde funny girls?
I saw a candid picture of myself last night. Did you see those group photos?
Yes.
Everyone else looks normal, and my face looks like I have the ring curse. I sent a close up of my face. Our friends Patrick and Hollis are who we went with, along with some other people, and I was like, why does everyone else look normal in this picture? Like, is this what I look like? I'll post it on our Instagram stories because I don't want it on the grid. I look like my face is melting and distorted. Like, if you look at my face, you have 7 days left to live. I don't understand what happened. It's crazy. And I'm like, that's what I look like, I think.
Yeah, you know what happens to the best of us. You're like, I don't look like that, right?
Right? And then literally last night, I was like, you know what? If I do look like that, I've come to terms with it. It's the inside that counts. Like, I literally was in bed, like, just practicing acceptance about my demon face. Anyways, he's funny and he's charming. He's just a goofball.
Yeah.
And it's really cute. And he looks hot in it. It's the concept is he dates one woman from every state, from 50 states.
That's what it is?
Yeah. But he lets go of a lot of them the first day. Like,
sure.
They have 1 minute to have a conversation with him, and like I think like half of them go home after that first conversation because a lot of the girls are just dumbos. But it's a fun show. One of the girls on the show used to date Fabio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a fun show. I mean, it's not a good dating show in terms of him actually like falling in love with anyone, but it's a good. You see that he's a fun guy.
Wow.
So yeah, I like it.
And hope it lasts.
hope it lasts, and if it doesn't last, I hope he's able to get over her. And maybe if my boyfriend decides I'm not the right person for him, I accept it and I'll grieve. And then maybe Travis will
drop into the DMs.
Drop on my just say hi or whatever. Oh my God. Okay, so this grizzly bear story. What happened here?
I was reading this. So the story about a guy named Rudy Norlander who lost part of his jaw in a grizzly bear attack in Montana, says he's looking forward to a special treat as he prepares to leave the hospital. And I was like, what's the special treat? It says that first root beer float is going to taste so amazing.
I get it. I had a root beer float a few weekends ago, and I haven't had one in like 10 years.
Good. It's so good.
You forget.
You know what? Maybe I'll get some diet root beer and some vanilla Halo Top for like nice nighttime treats, a root beer float. It's so good. It's just so good.
I will say the root beer float that I had was too ice cream heavy.
Oh, yep. That can be a problem.
Yeah, it was too ice cream heavy.
There's this place in Kalamazoo called the Root Beer Stand. That's a drive-in. You get hot dogs, chili dogs, and root beer floats.
Oh, I'm sold.
And it's so good. And it's only open in the summertime. Oh, it's so good.
Are there A&Ws in Los Angeles?
I don't know. Feels like a Midwest thing. So this guy, he's 61. He had 3 surgeries. A bear bit off his lower jaw on September 8th.
The fuck?
Yeah. He's excited to leave the hospital. He's like, I'm going to be a free-range chicken and won't be hooked up to anything, he said when he leaves the hospital.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have something liquid, I imagine.
Yeah, so the bear attack happened after he attempted to help hunters locate a deer they thought they had killed. He encountered an adult grizzly bear and pulled out a gun to scare the animal away, but then a larger bear approached him and attacked him.
Well, so, if you're lactose intolerant and you have one too many root beer floats, you might poop your pants, which leads us to our next important news story, which is
toilet paper's new wavy edge. Have you experienced this?
No, I didn't even know this existed.
Okay, yeah. I noticed this 2 days ago. I was in the bathroom.
You're in possession of it.
Yes. And I went to grab some toilet paper and I was like, oh, this is weird. It has like a wavy edge instead of the straight across edge. And I was like, oh, because I always buy the same toilet. I always get like a Charmin toilet paper. I've been buying the same toilet paper for years.
That's good. It's soft.
And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I've never seen, maybe I accidentally ordered like a different type of toilet paper. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. And then I saw this article and I was like, oh my God.
Why are they doing it?
It's a thing. So they're changing the edge of toilet paper to a wavy edge. They said the Charmin wants to change when you pull the toilet paper off. There's always like a little bit of toilet paper left from the side. Like it's never a clean pull.
Yeah. I feel you.
And they said the number one complaint they get is that there's always toilet paper left from that square that's stuck on the thing.
Oh my God. Yeah. The little last thing.
Yes. And so they said for 5 years, they've been trying to change the style of toilet paper.
The best scientists in the world have been on it.
Yeah. And at first they did it at an angle, but it only worked one side because sometimes people turn the toilet paper around and that just makes it all, that just sucks. So they settled on this like wavy edge that seems to be working much better. You can just pull it and it'll all come off.
How are you liking it?
I mean, I don't know. I've never noticed.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it. I was like, oh, this is fun.
I'll tell you why I notice it. My boyfriend was at we're Costco heads. We actually are. I told him I wanted to start a podcast, a relationship podcast called Costco Dependent, and it's just about us shopping at Costco together and what we buy, and then doing reviews of the stuff we buy.
Love it. Would listen.
But anyways, so last time he was at Costco, I couldn't go, and I asked him to buy me some toilet paper. And so he bought me like a 45 pack of but the worst toilet paper. He bought me like the Kirkland toilet paper.
No.
And it feels like I'm rubbing my pussy and butthole with sandpaper. And I'm so depressed because I have like 100 rolls of this toilet paper and I'm like never gonna run out of it. And so I'm like, should I just go and suck it up and buy Charmin because that's what I like anyways and just have all this extra? Or do I just...
Is it 1 ply or 2 ply?
It honestly feels like it's 0.5 ply. It's so bad.
Oh,
it's the worst toilet paper. I honestly...
Is that the kind of toilet paper he buys for himself?
Yeah, but he is a bidet. So I think that he's like, I hardly use toilet paper. He is one of those expensive... He is the most frugal person on earth. And then he'll spend like $3,000 on a Japanese bidet toilet.
I mean, those toilets are really nice.
I know. I'm like...
Martin's talked about getting one of those toilets for years.
Seriously. Like, man has...
Anytime you go to a hotel that has one in there, I'm like, oh,
I'm never seeing that man again. Like,
oh, man.
Yeah.
It just, when you walk in, the seat opens, it's heated.
Oh, my God. His has a feature that gives you an enema.
Excuse me?
I know.
I know there's like the bidet where like the thing comes out and it squirts up.
Yeah, his...
What do you mean enema?
I don't...
Like it goes in your...
I don't think it goes... I don't really know. I haven't asked details and I don't think he's used it. But it's called like the Hurricane or something. And it like... Okay, you know, last week we talked about that woman on the water slide and like all that water flushed up and hurt her. I think it does that to your butt. And it like to get like... To like flush out poop.
It's just like a really intense. It squirts.
It's like an intense.
Hard. It's like a power wash.
Cleaning. It's a power wash in your butt.
Power washer for your butt. Wow.
Yeah. So he doesn't. I don't think understand. Like, I mean, he wipes obviously, but he's gonna be like, can you delete all this? He's gonna. My boyfriend wipes, but he doesn't need good toilet paper, but I do.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So anyways, that's the toilet paper
so
thing.
if you've noticed your toilet paper, wavy, scalloped edge is what they call it.
Nice.
There's a reason for that.
Good. One animal that doesn't use toilet paper, dogs.
It's a dog.
Dogs. What happened to this dog?
I just saw this dog. It ate... Somehow got into pot brownies.
Oh no, is it okay?
It's okay. It's totally okay. This dog ran away, got out of its house, and they found it at a neighbor's house, like in the garage, just kind of like laying there, like not really moving. So they rushed it to the vet. They did an x-ray on its stomach. They saw it was like full of something. So they pumped out the stomach, and then the whole veterinary office smelled like weed.
Shut up.
And they realized it was pot brownies. So they kept the dog overnight. The dog was fine. Didn't have like chocolate poisoning or anything. The owner was like, it wasn't from my house. Like, I don't know where it came. And he like asked a neighbor, and the neighbor's like, oh, no. It didn't come from me. No, not me. Not me at all. I have no idea where those came from. It's just very funny end to the story.
And don't go into my backyard.
No, I have no idea. I have no idea where it came from, but the poor the pooch is okay.
Oh, poor guy. Yeah, it's scary when dogs get into stuff. I once spent like $200 calling animal control because it was so stupid, and I shouldn't have called. But my dogs get into the trash all the time. It's so stupid. I've had to like lock up cupboards now. But I had leftover Thai salad, and I'd eaten pretty much the whole salad. There was just a few scraps, and they had gotten into the leftovers salad in the trash can, and there was like a little bit of like onion. And like dogs can't have onion. And I like called poison control. And she basically was like, dogs have to eat like an entire onion to get poisoned.
Yeah.
And they had like none. It was just like the stupidest call of my life and a waste of $200, but whatever. So this is interesting. Jada Pinkett has been in the news lately.
I just saw something this morning about her.
Yeah, so I guess she and Will Smith have been separated for several years now, which I didn't realize.
Yeah, is it 2016 or 2017?
Yeah, like way prior to the slap.
Right.
So some people are saying like, yeah, they're in an open relationship. That's what it is. I don't know if they're in an open relationship or if they're actually like literally separated. I'm a little confused.
It's confusing. Did you see the pregnancy thing?
No, what was that?
Oh, I just saw a post that was like Jada Pinkett Smith knew she was pregnant seconds after having sex with Will Smith. And told him that. And he was like laughing about it and she was like crying. She's like, I know I am.
And was she? She was?
She was.
I mean, that's some witchy shit. Maybe she could feel it. I don't know. But she just said recently that Tupac was her soulmate, which sucks for Will Smith. But I guess if they're separated, then I mean, they already know that it hasn't worked out, but that's still kind of like a mean thing to say. And she also said that Tupac also had alopecia, like she has that disorder where your hair falls out. That's what she said. She said they bonded over both having alopecia.
I mean, he had a bald head. Maybe that's why.
He did. Have we heard any updates on this? Oh, so I found that article, but I haven't heard anything updated about the guy who got arrested for Tupac's murder. Said that he was ordered by P. Diddy to do it.
Oh, right. I saw that.
But I haven't heard anything else since then.
I know. I think I saw someone say like, no, that's not true or something. But Snopes. Grand jury confirmed Sean Combs was involved in Tupac Shakur's murder. Let's see. What does Snopes say? A YouTube video posted on October 5th accurately reported that a grand jury had confirmed Sean Diddy Combs' role, and the video had been viewed 97,000 times. And we found that the claim was unfounded.
Oh.
Interesting. He said that Diddy offered him $1 million to kill Tupac and Suge Knight.
It's not a lot of money.
But
to kill someone,
no.
I don't think. Two people?
No.
Two high-profile people?
No, not a lot of money.
No.
$2 million at least.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Melissa's rate's $2 billion to kill. Some other relationship news. If you know who Brody Jenner is, son of Caitlyn Jenner, he drinks his wife's breast milk in the morning in his coffee. Says it's like golden elixir of the gods.
Okay.
I think he's just trying to. I haven't heard anything about Brody Jenner in 15 years, like since he was on The Hills until he. Yeah,
everything that I see about him or read about him, it's kind of sad because you just know he's wants to be part of the Jenner Kardashians.
Yeah,
and like he invited his sisters to the wedding. No one showed.
Oh my God, really? That sucks.
Yeah, they're half siblings.
Right. Yeah. Another thing that I didn't know that I learned this morning is RuPaul is married. I don't know if you guys knew this. He really talks about his relationship. They got married in 2017, been together since 1994. He's married.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's married to George LeBar, who's a Wyoming-based rancher. Hot.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's the manager of a 60,000 acre ranch in Wyoming and South Dakota.
Whoa.
Yeah, I love that for him. I had no idea. If you know me, I love a ranch. I love animals. I love farming. I love the idea of RuPaul on a ranch.
RuPaul on a farm.
Yeah, I would watch that show, RuPaul's Ranch Life. So,
oh my God, RuPaul's Ranch Life.
Yes. So I don't know. Like, we need to pitch that somewhere or something.
Wow.
RuPaul runs an Airbnb on the ranch. I don't know. We have to think about it somehow. But I was so excited. Similar but not similar. I guess they are relaunching Sugar Daddy Ken.
What?
Yeah, so we talked about in our Barbie episode, and if you've seen the Barbie movie, Sugar Daddy Ken was one of the Barbies that were discontinued. From the outside perspective, it's like a sugar daddy. It's like a man with like a pierced ear, and he has like a little like toy dog. I don't even know.
Oh, sold out.
Oh, fuck, it's sold out already.
On the Mattel website. Sugar Daddy Ken doll in pastel suit with dog. Barbie the movie. Sold out.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that would...
$50.
Wow. A steal.
A steal. Or $82. What?
That's crazy.
No.
Let's go into this. You met Schwartz from Vanderpump.
Oh my God, I did.
What? Tell us all.
I went to Schwartz and Sandy's, the bar.
What precipitated this choice? Like, how did this go down?
It was a friend of mine's birthday. Okay. And last minute, and they just finished watching Vanderpump. We talked them into watching Vanderpump.
Got it.
They just finished it. They're obsessed with Tom Schwartz. And they're like, do you want to go to Schwartz and Sandy's for Mike's birthday Thursday? We're like, okay, sure.
Yes.
And so we went, and Tom Schwartz was right outside the bar talking to people.
Oh my God.
And what's funny is we go inside, and like our friends are there like, wait, let's go get a picture. And he's like, no, we can't. I can't get a picture with Tom Schwartz. And I was like, let's go. Who fucking cares? I'll ask him.
Oh my God.
So we go out and we're like, hey, Tom, how's it going? And it's weird meeting him.
Yeah.
Because you feel like
you know him.
He's an old friend of yours.
Yeah, it's a parasocial relationship.
It's so weird. And he was so nice. And we got a picture in front of the sign. And we were trying to figure out how to get a picture. And like Tom we did like a selfie and it didn't turn out. And then like his business partner, Greg, was there from the show. And he's like, oh, I'll take the photo. And he's like, what you got to do is do like a 0.5 setting, but you got to do like up close. And Tom Schwartz was like, how do you do 0.5 setting?
That's crazy. And
I was like,
not knowing that.
I mean, on your like his whole job is to like take photos with people.
Right. That's crazy.
And so like I showed him on his phone. I was like, you open camera and you go here. He's like, oh, wow.
That's bizarre. And like a former model doesn't know how to operate his iPhone. Yes. That's wild. That's bananas to me.
But yeah, we went there. We had, there were 6 appetizers. We had one of each.
Ooh.
The lobster corn dog, I will say, was a hit.
That sounds great to me.
It's great. It was great. There were chicken and waffle chicken tenders.
Explain. Oh, is it just chicken tenders on a waffle?
No, it was like flavored.
Oh, interesting.
I think it was like breaded and like waffle. I don't know the flavor. It was like tasted like chicken and waffles. Yeah. And then everything else was like fine. And the drinks were okay.
Were they really expensive or were they normal priced?
No, they were expensive.
I'm sure. Yeah,
like
that's how they're going to make their money. Oh, fuck. That's crazy.
It was very strong, though. I only drank like half of it because it was so strong.
Nice.
It was crazy.
Nice.
So that was my fun celeb meeting.
I love that. This is kind of related. God, what's the Kristen from Vanderpump Rules? The one, she's back now.
Kristen Doute.
Kristen Doute. She is claiming that Pandora's accent, Pandora is Lisa Vanderpump's daughter. She's claiming that her British accent is fake.
Really?
Yeah, she's claiming that Pandora puts on her accent for TV.
But, I mean, Lisa and Ken have British accent. Weren't they raised in the UK?
I think so. She said this on our podcast.
Oh, I mean, Pandora's accent does, I feel like it's
stronger than
change. Like it's not super British, but like she occasionally sounds English. I don't know.
You can hear Pandora slipping in and out of the accent.
Oh.
I mean, maybe that's just what an accent is, though. If you've lived in 2 places, like that might just be some of your,
like Dorit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dorit from where she's like from Kansas or something. But But yeah, I mean, I think Pandora probably has an American affect on some of the words. Like she's acclimated to that, and maybe some words she says a little bit with an accent. I don't know. I think Kristen Doute, I really don't like her. I think she just tries to stay relevant.
Yeah.
Another show, Love is Blind. There's the reunion still has to happen, but the weddings occurred, or one wedding occurred. Lydia and Milton got hitched. And Izzy and blonde what's her face did not.
Wow.
She said I would like to continue dating. I'm not ready to get married, and he seems like over it. He seems like he does not want to get married. So after the reunion, maybe we'll talk about that at length. Maybe I'll do a Patreon episode, but kind of a bust of a season, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really just want to see JP and I think her name was Taylor on the reunion. JP's the American flag guy who thought Taylor was wearing too much makeup, and JP was like unable to put a sentence together. I really honestly just want to see them because I want to understand his side of things. That's pretty much it. And then also there's this great Twin Flames documentary on Amazon Prime, which is what our true crime Patreon episode is about this week. So watch that on Amazon Prime and listen to our true crime episode because it is bananas. Now, Melissa, I am noticing your shirt.
Yes.
The Postal Service for all of our 2003 to 2005 music heads.
That's right.
You've had quite a week. Tell us what else you did.
I've had quite a week. I went to the Hollywood Bowl and I saw Death Cab for Cutie and the Postal Service. I've never seen them live before, which is, I mean, they don't really tour that much. It's also the same guy. So I saw them and he played Transatlanticism, Death Cab, and then Give Up, the only Postal Service album. And it was so good. I cried multiple times.
Wow.
Yeah. And they did a cover of Enjoy the Silence at the end. Wow. And then Martin surprised me with this shirt, which he says,
so cute.
It's funny because he's like, this shirt looks like
you.
Because it's like a girl laying in bed with like low slung jeans with
Dickies.
like a belt and like a short haircut. He's like, there's pictures of you from when you were
really
like 21
is you.
with that. And it was so good.
I forgot. I also went to a concert.
Oh, yeah, you did.
We both had quite a week. I went to the Muna concert.
Oh, yeah.
At the Greek, which is the Baby Bowl.
I love the Greek.
Me too. And it was so good. It was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. It was so fun. If you don't know Muna, they're like a small like girl band, really fun music. They've opened for Taylor Swift and Casey Musgraves.
Right.
They're so great. It was just like dancing, great crowd, great performances, really great time.
And Boy Genius showed up.
Yes, Boy Genius came out at the end because Phoebe Bridgers has a song with them.
Right.
And called Silk Chiffon, and then they sang that as their last song, and all of Boy Genius came out, and it was very exciting.
Only in LA.
Just only in LA. Am I right? It was great. It was so fun.
Wow, look at us going to concerts, meeting celebrities, going to movies.
Listen, I'm trying to be in a place of yes.
This is the busiest week I've had since before the pandemic.
Seriously. I know. I'm trying to get back out.
Get out and see stuff.
Oh, I got to get
Can't
my
wait
vax.
to get COVID in a few days.
Well, no, we got to get that Novavax. The Novavax is out.
I got to get my booster.
Yeah, it's at Novavax is at Costco. The new vaccine. The good one. Well, I don't know if it's they call it like whatever.
The Rolls Royce.
The Rolls Royce of vaxes. No, you haven't read any new books. I feel like you were on a book a week.
Still reading the same book. Still getting through it.
Good for you. Guys, okay, so I have not been good about The Artist's Way. I'm very disappointed in myself. I did it for like 3 days and then I stopped.
Oh, right. It's October 15th.
Yeah, I'm like very disappointed. Listen, I'm feeling a lot of resistance for like waking up and writing journaling for 3 pages. I don't know what it is. It's hard for me to do.
You're just like, I have other things to do. I can't do this right now. I need to like.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about just like sitting and writing. When I wake up in the morning, I'm like, no, go. But it felt really good for the few days that I did it. I felt centered and connected, and it was a nice time with myself.
Gotta get back there.
So, but I did, one of my goals was, you take yourself on artist dates, which is you're supposed to go alone, to experience creative stuff. But I haven't been doing mine alone, but at least I've been doing more stuff. So that's
You've been doing stuff.
Yeah. So listen, none of us are perfect. Progress, not perfection, but I'll try again. So sorry if you've been doing it. I'm trying. Let me know if you've had resistance or if you've been doing it or not doing it. I'm just curious. Anyways, guys, that's it for Bimbo News this week. Thank you for listening. Call in and let us know if you have any stories or gossip that you would like to add. Hot gossip. I am Allie, Sugar Daddy Siegel.
I am Melissa, Rip Your Float Stetton.
And that's all, folks.
Bye.
Bimbo News. Bimbo News. Bimbo News. Bimbo News. All the news you can handle. Bimbo News. So tune in to this channel. Bimbo News. Everything you want to know. Bimbo News. About recent news and TV shows. Bimbo News.
Powered by Acast.